was used to survey the Iraqis that were then killed by the American forces. Israel's prints are all over war crimes in the Middle East. Wherever there's a war crime, you should see Israel right by it. Israel, the aggressor in the region. Israel, that is going to be sponsored by a war criminal. Israel, that has murdered over 300,000 in the space of 1 year. Israel, that will see the end of its time in our lifetime. So I mean it when I say, Lebanon, Lebanon, make us proud. You say, turn another tank around. Lebanon, Lebanon, make us proud. Turn another tank around. Lebanon, Lebanon.
Person, could you go to the other side of the road to take the pictures of the protest? Is that okay? I will do. Thank you.
Can you not assault me? Can you keep your hand off my camera? Why were you assaulting me? Officer, why were you assaulting me? You saw me moving back? Why did you assault me? Why did you assault me? I moved your hand away from my wrist. Why did you assault me?
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. We are Palestinians!
Well, we're protesting against the Zionist entity, which is well known to be prolifically based in London. And this is one of the venues that likes to host the Zionist entity and those who are complicit in the genocide against the Palestinians by the Israeli settler colonial state. Some of those people today being Tony Blair, John Friedman, who else?
People from the Haaretz, a media outlet, that they themselves have confirmed that the Hannibal Directive was implemented. For those that are unaware, it is when on October the 7th, the Israeli military killed Israeli settlers. We believe every time the media lies, a neighborhood, not only in Gaza, not only in Yemen, not only in Lebanon, but not only in Iran, everywhere dies. Zionism is an aggressive ideology, a racist ideology, foreign to the Middle East. The Middle East that welcomed individuals regardless of anybody's identity. How dare you? How dare you invite individuals the likes of Tony Blair, responsible for 1 million dead? The individual that used depleted uranium in Fallujah, where 2-headed babies were born, but there's no surprise that white phosphorus, the depleted uranium, is now used in Palestine. These war criminals sleep in the same beds as the Zionists, whether we're talking about Kissinger. And one thing I want to re-emphasize is that whether we're at the university encampments, whether we're outside these centers that are endorsing racist ideologies, we won't stop. We won't rest until our final breath is in Palestine.
Yeah. And a couple of things I want to highlight today. As you can see, very clear two-tier policing. I've asked the police why they're filming us, and they've said that everything will be filmed to collect evidence. However, that side is not being filmed. So it's very clear who they intend to collect evidence on, who they intend to frame, who they intend to demonize, and who they intend to victimize. That being the Zionists over there are the so-called victims, and we are the so-called thugs, the bad protesters on the street, even though it's very clear that we're peacefully protesting, yes, passionately protesting, yes, mournfully protesting, but essentially peacefully protesting. Although it's very hard to peacefully protest in a genocide which knows no peace. As I've crossed the road from my house, I am a local to this area. I could hear the supporters of Palestine out here since 8 a.m, 7 a.m. cheering, and I wanted to come out here to make sure people were safe, to make sure the right things were happening, and to use my privilege to see who the police actually intend to protect, because it's very clear who they intend to protect, right? And you can see that from who they've been filming this whole time. I've walked over here, and straight away the onslaught of racist, derogatory heckling coming from the Zionist entity very much shows the people that we're dealing with in this area, very much shows the people that we're dealing with on that side, very much shows the nature and the sickness of the Zionist entity, so filled with hate, so filled with rage, so fueled with genocide and absolute sickness. And those people are all responsible for what's happening in Palestine. And I know that where it's not a matter of if, but when Palestine is free, people will pay for their complicity, they'll pay for their crimes, they'll pay for their silence, they'll pay for their endorsement, and they'll pay for what side they decided to stand on.
And can we expect anything less from a racist ideology? We should not be surprised when we hear that 300,000 dead. We should not be surprised when we hear that every single major hospital has been bombed. We should not be surprised when we hear that over 16,000 children have been killed and 21,000 children have been orphaned. For that is what Zionism is, a racist ideology that will continue to steal, that will continue to maim, that will continue to suffocate not only the Palestinian people.
The highest killer of children on the earth right now, do you know what it is? Israel. It is the Zionist entity, is the #1 killer of children on the entire earth. On the entire earth. Deep that for a second. Genocide. This is genocide. This is not war. This is not conflict. This is not a situation. This is war. And it's infecting us here in the UK. You can see they're holding UK flags. They're holding British flags. Who do you think these people are in bed with? This is the colonizers' bed right here. And the UK state, they are protecting them. They are upholding it. They are perpetuating it. They are endorsing it. Bring yourself to a protest. See for yourself. Bring yourself. Look at Parliament. Look at what these politicians are saying. Look at it. Look at the state of the UK right now. Look at RPM.
But genuinely, should we be surprised when Zionism was endorsed in the United Kingdom, in Britain? We should not be surprised, and one thing that we have to be made well aware is that there's not only been multiple efforts from the British military to assist the Zionist aggression, not only in Palestine but also Lebanon, but there are British soldiers with dual citizenship that are going to drop the bombs in Palestine. How could we sit in a society knowing that we can walk past this person in central London and they have dropped bombs on hospitals and they can walk here scot-free?
Nonetheless, bombs, weapons, military aircrafts, genocidal aircrafts that were manufactured where?
In this country.
In the UK?
Oh, wait. It's all in the name of democracy. It's all in the name of human rights.
In
it's
defense,
all in the name to curtail extremism. But the only thing extremist was coming out of the lips of not only Netanyahu, not only the Likud party, but every single individual that endorses the Zionist ideology, for it is a racist ideology that aims to steal land from the indigenous population. No more, no less.
And you have hypocrite warmongers like Keir Starmer saying, "Oh, we need to get humanitarian aid into Gaza. Oh, we need a ceasefire now."
But wait,
stop sending weapons to Israel.
Wait. He says that after he said that as a former human rights lawyer that the imposition of a siege was legal. According to him, Israel has the right to do that. The starvation of 1 million children. How could we? Why are we standing outside Parliament, an institution where you have an individual that has said that the imposition, the starvation of 1 million children is in Israel's legal right?
The lip service is not enough. Hashtag ceasefire is not enough. We need a full arms embargo. And we need sanctions on all these war criminals. In our government, in Israel, in America, in Germany, all around the world, we need a two-way arms embargo. It's not just about a ceasefire, we need to sanction, and that's why we're here with many members of the BDS movement asking for all institutions, starting on UK soil here, in the place where we sleep, in the place where we live, in the place where our children are meant to walk around and feel safe. We ask that here, it ends now. It ends now. Because we have to lead the way, we have to do that for Palestine, we have to work from the root out. And let me tell you, England is the root. The British Empire is the root. All you have to do is dig deep enough. Britain has allowed something like this to happen for over 74 years. And Britain has to contribute to ending it, has to end it now. That's all I have to say. I'm very upset. But I'm just happy to stand here with my comrades today. We won't sleep, we won't rest till Palestine is free.
Honestly, for those watching, take a second for it to sink in. You're imprisoning a child that's throwing a stone at a tank. You're endorsing individuals that has called for the complete destruction of Gaza. The Hague is the least where they can be. A cell is the mere least where these individuals should be living, not only in the rest of this life, but the rest of their life, any other life after that.
God willing, free Palestine. Thank you.